Kilmer's portrayal of Iceman in Top Gun not only cemented his status as a rising star in Hollywood, but also showcased his exceptional range as an actor. Unlike the traditional villainous rival, Iceman was a complex character, driven by both competitive ambition and a sense of pride in his abilities. His sharp, confident demeanor contrasted with Maverick's more impulsive and rebellious nature, yet their rivalry was underpinned by mutual respect. This subtle nuance in Kilmer's performance elevated the character from a mere antagonist to someone who embodied the competitive spirit of fighter pilots, making him an integral part of the film's success. Kilmer's ability to inject layers into a character that could have otherwise been a one-dimensional rival is one of the reasons why Top Gun remains a cultural touchstone to this day. His commanding presence on screen alongside Tom Cruise's Maverick provided the perfect tension, giving the film an emotional depth beyond its high-flying action sequences. The success of Top Gun transformed Kilmer into one of the most in-demand actors of the 1980s, propelling him into a series of roles that allowed him to continue showcasing his versatility. Audiences were drawn to Kilmer's magnetic screen presence, his ability to play roles that ranged from the heroic to the deeply flawed. He quickly moved on to other major projects, establishing himself as a leading man capable of taking on both dramatic and action-packed roles. This transition wasn't always easy, as Kilmer was often typecast based on his breakout role, but he proved his acting chops in films such as Willow, 1988, The Ghost in the Darkness, 1996, and Heat, 1995. In each of these, Kilmer revealed new layers of his acting ability, further solidifying his reputation as an actor who could handle both lighthearted and intense material with equal finesse. Kilmer's ability to continuously evolve in his career, moving between genres and embodying vastly different characters, was a testament to his commitment to his craft and his desire to challenge himself as an actor. He never rested on his laurels, always seeking to push the boundaries of his abilities. The attention and acclaim he received in the wake of Top Gun marked the beginning of a remarkable career trajectory, with Kilmer consistently proving himself as one of the most talented and adaptable actors of his generation. Kilmer's role in The Doors was a significant turning point in his career. The film, directed by Oliver Stone, was not just a biographical portrayal of Jim Morrison's life, but a deep exploration of the chaos and brilliance that defined the rock star's existence. Kilmer approached the role with a fierce commitment that was evident in every scene. He didn't simply impersonate Morrison, he became him. From studying Morrison's poetry and interviews to mimicking his unique vocal style, Kilmer left no stone unturned in his efforts to capture the essence of the enigmatic singer. His performance was marked by a raw intensity that resonated with audiences and critics alike. Kilmer's dedication to portraying Morrison's internal struggle, his genius, his demons, and his untimely death, made the film more than just a rock biopic. Kilmer's voice and mannerisms became indistinguishable from Morrison's, which added authenticity to the film and further solidified Kilmer's reputation as an actor capable of deeply immersive performances. Kilmer's next major role as Doc Holliday in Tombstone showcased another side of his versatility. Unlike the tortured genius of Morrison, Holliday was a complex and charismatic historical figure. The film, a gritty Western directed by George P. Cosmatos, focused on the famous gunfight at the OK Corral and the relationship between Holliday and lawman Wyatt Earp, played by Kurt Russell. Kilmer's portrayal of Doc Holliday, a character often depicted in Western mythology as the archetypal gambler and gunslinger, was uniquely layered. Kilmer infused Holliday with charm, vulnerability, and tragedy, making him both a dangerous gunfighter and a man battling tuberculosis, which would eventually claim his life. His delivery of the line, "I'm your huckleberry," became iconic, symbolizing the character's blend of confidence, defiance, and fatalism. Kilmer's performance stood out not just for his witty banter and ability to disarm with a smile, but also for the depth he brought to a character that could have been seen as simply a sidekick to the larger-than-life figure of Wyatt Earp. His portrayal of Holliday became one of the most memorable performances in Western cinema, elevating the film to legendary status in the genre. In 1995, Kilmer took on the role of the Dark Knight in Batman Forever, a departure from the darker and more brooding portrayal of Batman seen in Tim Burton's films. Directed by Joel Schumacher, Batman Forever offered a more colorful and lighthearted take on the iconic superhero, with Kilmer's interpretation of Bruce Wayne standing in stark contrast to the brooding vigilante depicted by Michael Keaton. Kilmer's Bruce Wayne was vulnerable and introspective, a man grappling with the duality of his identity as both a billionaire playboy and a masked crusader. While some critics were divided on the film's overall tone, Kilmer's portrayal of Batman was praised for its emotional depth. He brought a more human side to the character, exploring Bruce's inner conflict with his need for justice and the toll it took on his personal life. Kilmer's performance in Batman Forever remains an underrated gem, with his portrayal often overlooked in the broader discussion of Batman films. Yet, it is a testament to his ability to take on a character that required both action and emotion, balancing the superhero elements with the more vulnerable aspects of Bruce Wayne. These three roles alone, Morrison, Doc Holliday, and Batman, demonstrate Kilmer's incredible range as an actor. His ability to transition from portraying real-life figures to legendary characters in vastly different genres showcases his talent and versatility. Throughout the 1990s, Kilmer continued to take on roles that allowed him to explore the full spectrum of human emotion, from the flamboyant to the tragic, solidifying his reputation as one of the most dynamic actors of his generation. Each role was different, but each demonstrated his deep commitment to his craft and his desire to portray characters with complexity and depth, making him one of Hollywood's most respected performers of the era. Kilmer's ability to switch between genres with remarkable ease was one of his defining qualities as an actor. Whether playing a charismatic rock star, a rugged gunslinger, or a troubled superhero, he brought a depth and authenticity to each role that allowed him to stand out in an industry filled with talented performers. His versatility was not just a matter of performing well in different genres. It was his capacity to deeply understand and embody each character, bringing out both their strengths and flaws, and imbuing them with a sense of humanity that was relatable to audiences. His career in the 1990s reflected his artistic range, as he sought to challenge himself with each project and take on roles that pushed the boundaries of his acting skills. Beyond his on-screen roles, Val Kilmer's personal life, filled with both triumphs and challenges, often mirrored the complexities of the characters he portrayed. He had a marriage to actress Joanne Whalley, which was closely followed by the media. The couple had 2 children, a son named Jack and a daughter named Mercedes, but their marriage ended in divorce in 1996. The split, coupled with Kilmer's dedication to his work, led to an even more private personal life. Despite the media's constant attention, Kilmer chose to remain out of the public eye, focusing instead on his career and maintaining a relatively low-profile existence with his family. In 2015, Kilmer's life took a dramatic turn when he was diagnosed with throat cancer, a diagnosis that would change everything. Initially, Kilmer kept the details of his illness private, but eventually he began to speak more openly about his struggles. The disease took a considerable toll on his health, with Kilmer undergoing several surgeries and treatments. His voice, once his signature, was profoundly altered by the procedures. Yet despite the challenges of living with cancer, Kilmer remained resolute in his pursuit of his passion for acting. In fact, it was his determination and resilience that allowed him to return to the screen in 2020 with Top Gun: Maverick, reprising his role as Iceman. This return was a deeply moving moment not only for Kilmer but for his fans as well. His appearance in the film was a testament to his unwavering commitment to his craft, a final nod to the legacy of a character that had shaped his career. The emotional gravity of his return was not lost on anyone, and it underscored the power of Kilmer's resilience in the face of personal adversity. Kilmer's legacy, however, is about more than his personal triumphs over health struggles. It is about his transformative impact on Hollywood. His ability to reinvent himself as an actor and to bring authenticity and nuance to a wide array of characters has left an indelible mark on the film industry. He was not just an actor, but an artist who believed in the power of storytelling. Each performance was an exploration of character, often going deeper into the psyche of his roles than many other actors of his generation. His work, ranging from his early breakthrough in Top Gun to his more recent work in Top Gun Maverick, revealed an actor who was constantly evolving and never content to rest on his laurels. His performances were always filled with layers, allowing him to move audiences and create memorable, cinematic moments. Kilmer's influence on popular culture cannot be overstated. He was a mainstay of the 1980s and 1990s, with his portrayals of characters like Iceman in Top Gun, Jim Morrison in The Doors, Doc Holliday in Tombstone, and Batman in Batman Forever, forever cementing his place in film history. These roles not only shaped his career but also left a lasting impact on the audiences who grew up watching them. His iconic lines, his characters' unique quirks, and his ability to connect with viewers across generations are part of what made him a beloved figure in Hollywood. Kilmer was one of the few actors who transcended his roles, creating a legacy that lives on in the collective memory of moviegoers. Even after his passing in 2023, Kilmer's influence endures. His roles continue to be referenced, parodied, and celebrated in various forms of media. His performances are now seen as part of the pantheon of iconic film portrayals that have stood the test of time. Future generations of actors will continue to draw inspiration from his ability to tackle diverse roles with such authenticity, and filmmakers will undoubtedly continue to cite Kilmer's impact on their own careers. Val Kilmer's legacy is one of artistic excellence and determination. He showed the world that acting is not just about delivering lines. It is about deeply understanding a character and bringing that understanding to life in a way that resonates with audiences. His influence on the craft of acting, his dedication to his art, and his ability to connect with people through his performances have secured his place in Hollywood history. As time passes, Kilmer's legacy will continue to inspire not just the actors who followed in his footsteps, but the audiences who watched him bring unforgettable characters to life. His name will forever be etched in the annals of cinema, reminding us all of the power of storytelling and the enduring impact of an actor who gave his all to his craft.